Right guys, this is it. After 2 consecutive weekends of being force-fed delicious food and being plied with drink, I'm back in business and I'm heading along to the Tercera División match between Villaverde, San Andrés and Rayo Vallecano B. Let's do it. Right, we're here. Ciudad Deportiva Boticher, I don't know how to pronounce that, it's not Spanish. I'm going to go with Boticher. If anybody knows any different, just let me know. There is a football stadium in here somewhere. So here we have it, the hallowed turf of Ciudad Deportiva Boticher. Interesting little stand. Didn't know what to bring my own chair though. It's brilliant, there's a little cafe as well. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, I don't have to do any cooked breakfast though. So as I said, today I'm in Villaverde, which is an ex-municipality which used to be to the south of Madrid, but it was actually absorbed by the city in the 1950s. The population grew a lot and it's basically become a working class district in the south of Madrid. So it's split into 5 different barrios, which are like neighbourhoods or wards. Today I'm in Villaverde Alto, which is also known as San Andrés, which is part of the name of the home team that I'm going to see in action today. So Villaverde San Andrés is part of the Escuela de Fútbol de Villaverde, which is the Villaverde football school. I think there are about 60 teams of different levels, different ages as well, and like quite a few of the teams that I've already seen in action this season, particularly at this level, the current club was as a result of a merger between 2 teams that used to previously play in this area. So there was Villaverde and there was another team called Boticher, which you'll have seen obviously the name of the ground. They merged together in 1988. Now Boticher were the oldest club in the area and they were founded by a company which made lifts, and they had a factory in the area. The club was known as Villaverde Boticher and they spent a few years in the Tercera División, so this level, in the 1990s, but were mostly in the league below that until they got promoted in 2016. So last season they finished 11th out of 20 and that was their first season in the 3rd division in almost 20 years. Now it was only in the summer that the club decided to change their name to Villaverde San Andrés, and that's because there have been efforts to make the Spanish Tercera División a bit more professional. The clubs have been receiving grants and other financial assistance, and Villaverde decided to become a limited company and they were not able to register a name that had previously been used. So they decided they were going to switch Boticher for San Andrés, which, as I mentioned before, is the area of the district that they play in. They haven't started the season very well though. They've taken only 3 points from their opening 6 games, so 3 draws and 3 defeats. So that's the return that has left them in the bottom 4, which is just inside the relegation zone. Now today, as I said, they're taking on Rayo Vallecano B. Now I'm not going to talk too much about the B teams in general, especially because I've already been to see Rayo Vallecano and I'll probably go back again, so I'll speak more about the club when I do go back. So since 1988 though, Rayo Vallecano B have almost exclusively played in at this level, so in the Tercera. I think they've had 4 seasons in the 2nd B, so the division above, but apart from that they spent the whole time in the Tercera División. So they actually finished in 15th place out of 20 last season, but they've started much better. They have taken 10 points from their first 6 matches, so they're just outside the top 4, which is just outside the playoff places, but they've only actually played 2 away games so far and they've just picked up 1 point from those 2 matches, so they're looking for their first away victory. It's maybe a bit harsh, there are actually seats, although I don't know how you actually get into this bit. It's maybe the VIP section.
I think visas about 150 euros. Yeah. I don't know if they're going to do a wave.
Here we go, team lines up on the wall of the stand. Finding it quite hard to get a decent view from this side of the pitch. if it's not the big netting, it's the goals. And if it's not the goals, it's the stand. But I'll head over to the other side, I think, for the second half. It's all kicking off.
¿Qué piensas, tío, para ver el regate? A ver si se mueran mucho, coño.
Right, it's half time, it's 0-0. Not really been a classic so far, there's not been very much for the fans of the home team to shout about right until the end there. I think I caught that shot on goal on camera. That was by far their most dangerous effort. Until then, they've had quite a few promising moments down the left flank. They've got a tricky kind of left winger called Newman, not Arthur Newman, another Newman, who was beating his fullback for fun, but his final ball in the box was pretty poor overall. Rayo have had definitely the best chances of the half. They've twice been clean through on goal, but they've just overrun the ball and taken it a bit too close to the goalkeeper, and he's been able to come out to make the save. So yeah, 0-0. It's been a really lively atmosphere, which has been a very pleasant surprise after the last game I went to in Alcobendas when there was nothing. So going to head round the other side for the second half and see if we can get involved with the fans. Before that though, I'm going to head into the cafe, get a little beer. Nice one. Look at this, the old school curva, old school terrace. Love this about non-league games or lower league games. Just walk all the way around, beer in hand, amazing. Oh yes, look at this. Much better around here. Got some competition though. Been around here 2 minutes and I've already seen more goals in these two games than I have in this one over here. Even a little kiosk over on the other side of the pitch. Cheers! say the fans here are top quality. The team's just lost the game, but they're away round to the dressing room, which is that building you can see behind the goal, just to sing their hearts out, just to kind of give the players a bit of a boost. Obviously quite impressed with their performance today. Great stuff. So there we have it, guys, 1-0 to Rayo Vallecano B in the end. It was a pretty solid, if unspectacular performance. I don't think any of the players really stood out, but they did threaten a counter-attacking goal throughout the first half and finally got it towards the start of the second, so I managed to catch that on camera as well there. Now, Villaverde, after they fell behind, they didn't really seriously threaten a goal. They had plenty of the ball, they spent quite a lot of time in opposition territory as well, but they were kind of lacking a bit in firepower up front. I think their best effort was from long range. It forced the keeper into a pretty good save. But yeah, they've been struggling for goals. They've only managed 3 in their opening 7 matches, and that's why they've dropped down to second bottom place in the table. Rayo, after the victory, first away victory of the season, remain in 5th spot just outside the playoffs. So yeah, I can't speak highly enough about the overall experience. The ticket to get in was €10. I thought it might be a little bit less. But yeah, you know, it was pretty easy to get to if you're anywhere more or less central. You can take the commuter line C5 to Puente de Alcocer, or line 3 of the metro to Villaverde Bajo Cruce. It's about 10 or 15 minutes on the metro from the city centre, maybe a little bit more, and then it's about a 5-minute walk from there. You can get a cheap cup of tea or coffee, you can get your breakfast, and then you can get some cheap beers as well, either side of the pitch, so it was well catered for. The fans were brilliant. One thing that really stood out was that in all of the songs, and they were pretty creative with their songs, and all of the songs they included the name Boticher, even though I've discovered it's called Boticher, by the way, even though the club changed the name in the summer, so Boticher was included in basically all of the songs. Special thanks as well to some of the locals, in inverted commas, who were happy to talk to me about the club and their experiences of the Spanish lower leagues. So guys, if you're watching, thanks very much, and next time, if you fancy it, you can come on camera and tell us about your stories of the lower leagues in Spain. Right, so now's the moment that you've all been waiting for. I've let you hang in for 2 weeks with the answer to the last quiz question. So the question was, which 9 clubs have won the Spanish league title? And the answers in order of their first league titles are Barcelona, Athletic Bilbao, Real Madrid, Real Betis, Atletico Madrid, Valencia, Sevilla, Real Sociedad and Deportivo La Coruña. So if you got 9 of them, I'm really impressed, so very well done. Now, the last few weeks or the last few videos at least, I've been going around some of the smaller clubs in the Madrid area and some of the smaller grounds in the Madrid area. So my question is kind of related to the opposite of this, and is related to the biggest stadiums in Spain. So there are 9 stadiums in Spain that have a capacity of 50,000 or more. What are they? So there are 9 stadiums in Spain that have a capacity of 50,000 or more. What are they? I'll just give you a little clue that they don't have to be club stadiums. Really hope that you've enjoyed this video. Remember to subscribe to the Team on Tour over on YouTube. It does mean a lot, and you can also follow me on Facebook, on Instagram and on Twitter. I'm definitely going to have another video for you very soon. I might even have a bonus one for you before the weekend, and if I do, you might be in luck. I might even clean the camera lens for you. See you then.